Hey guys, so it's been a while since you've seen me in these vlogs. It's just been not Hyperfest. I'm working on that right now. Grid Life just came out recently, and also Scrapefest came out recently, which is doing amazing. Shout out to you guys for watching Scrapefest and blowing that video up and whatnot. But you've also haven't seen on Instagram or on my YouTube channel The Legacy much after the road trip from New York to Dallas when we moved. That's because like a week after that, we brought the car to 3 different shops that worked on 3 different parts of the car to get it ready for its first Texas show, which is this coming weekend, WECFest Austin. I've been to WECFest shows in Jersey for a few years, way back when, I think like 2013, 2014, maybe like some of those earlier years when we used to me and Cody handed out like flyers at the show for my business. So it's cool to be going to WECFest Austin for the first time, to be like my inaugural car show that I'm introducing the Legacy to the Texas audience, I guess, or people out here in Texas. So I'm excited to show it off to everyone there. That's why we dropped the car off at 3 separate places. We dropped the wheels off where we are right now, which I'll talk to you about in a second. Secondly, we dropped the front bumper and a brand new lip off, which I'll show you guys tomorrow when we go to get the bumper and lip. And the car itself, the Legacy, is up at another shop called Ivan's Performance, and they're all split up across Texas, north and south and southwest of Texas. So parts and cars kind of all over the place. The first step is to pick up the wheels here so we can bring them to the car and then bring the car home tonight. So we have to do a bunch of running around. It's gonna be a few hours of driving back and forth, but it's going to be worth it, I think, for the first car show of the Legacy. We want to make it look right. My rotiform wheels look amazing. I have the LVS-Ms. I love them. They're so cool. But since SEMA, they've never looked that shiny ever from the road trips and all the driving we did on the car. I didn't want to show up to the first show out here in Texas with some brakes or some wheels that didn't look too hot that I couldn't really polish. So we got the wheels refinished. We got 2 barrels replaced that were cracked, that were still holding air. And today we're picking them up. It's been about a week, and I'm excited to show you guys the before and afters and the shines. And then we're going to get on the road and go up to get the car from Ivan's Performance and go over everything they did to the car to get the car ready for another travel-ish, and just to kind of go over the car after this most recent road trip. Ooh, boys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow. All right, guys, so we have the wheels here, and the last time you guys saw them, we also got new hardware in there. The last time you guys saw them on the road trip, they looked like absolute crap. So we got all 4 wheels and tires here, shined up and new. We just sprayed some Meguiar's on it and cleaned up really nicely. No, I'm kidding. We actually stopped here at R&P, and you guys went ahead and shined up the wheels beyond what they looked like before. They looked terrible before. What was your experience? And I guess tell the people what you kind of did to get the wheels to where they are right now.
Ceramic polished all 4 faces, traditionally polished the center caps, got brand new black chrome hardware. We directional sanded and polished the lips, and then sealed everything, and then got the tires mounted and balanced back up.
Wow. These look so much better, and these are now ready to be brought up to Ivan's Performance. We'll get these on the Legacy, drive the Legacy back down, and then with no bumper, and tomorrow go get the bumper and the lip, fit that on the car, and then drive to Austin. So it's gonna be a very, very busy weekend. We got the rotiforms all loaded up in the car. Now the next step, and that we have those nice and pretty polished, is to go ahead and drive them back home, where we're gonna grab McKenna, because we're gonna drive the minivan up to Salina, where Ivan's Performance is, where we'll show you the next stop of the Legacy and what we need to get next, which is actually, well, the Legacy. So here are the wheels, obviously, that we just picked up. Well, 2 of the wheels, because the other 2 are already going over there on the Legacy. And if you guys can tell, this is a whole new shop that we're in. You guys haven't seen this space. You guys haven't seen where the Legacy has been at since we got here to Dallas. And that is over here at Ivan's. This is Ivan's shop, Ivan's Performance. We're here to throw the wheels on the car and get the car aligned before we drive tomorrow to get the bumper and the front lip that we talked about, and then drive down to Austin. They've helped us fix a lot of things, and they've also put a bunch of new things on, basically. We'll talk about that in a little bit once the car's up or over on the alignment rack. But this is, so far, where the Legacy sits. Obviously, there's no bumper or anything like that, but it's healthier than ever, which is what matters, and it's going to get us from here to WECFest, and then after that, hopefully be somewhat of a daily driver, which is, you guys always ask me, are you going to drive the Legacy every day? Yeah, I'm going to try to do as much as I can now that I have a garage and I don't have to go to a storage unit to get it. Oh, it's a nice sound to hear. car's on the alignment rack. Car's pretty much all aligned. We're having some problems with the air ride as usual, but otherwise, not with stuff that Ivan did. Ivan, do you want to walk the people underneath and let them know what you did? Also, this is Ivan. If you guys don't know Ivan, if you watch Steve's channel, Steve POV, you guys might recognize Ivan. But this is his shop. But you want to show them what you did underneath?
Yeah, absolutely. We have there's only a few things that we can actually see, but we can take a look at the subframe that we replaced with a few.
Sure. Yeah. Ta-da!
We got a neon
Wow.
shiny subframe.
I can't wait to scrape it up.
Of course.
Wow.
Because we did a reverse switch for you also.
Yep.
We had done a rear axle replacement.
Yep.
We did wrap the headers to try to dissipate the heat from the engine bay. We switched a few things on the electrical side of the AC system. We replaced the air compressor and recharge it. And it's cold. You need it in Texas.
Yeah, we haven't had AC in a while in the car. Obviously, we've had the system put in right before we went down here, but we're still having some bugs to fix out, and still some. But it works now, and that's what's important.
We had a lot of fun fixing the car and working. We also did some bushings on the lower control arms. We pressed them out on the old ones, and we actually put new ones on it. Nothing too crazy, just kind of going back to make sure that the car is in good shape and safe to be driven on the road, especially at the power level you are. You guys over there did a great job. That beautiful customization on the exhaust and the piping, man.
Yeah, that was a lot of work.
Yeah, that's beautiful work.
We're pretty much going to try to tackle a few more things with the air ride real quick before we head out, but that's pretty much wrapped up here at Ivan's shop. Well, obviously, we'll come back here. You guys will see more of them. We have other stuff we planned that we already want to do to the car, but being in the time constraint that we always are, and we are right now to get to WECFest, this is what we're going to call it for now. So the plan of action is to figure out what we got to do with air ride real quick, drive the car here, and then like we said, tomorrow, where this vlog will probably next show up, is going to the paint and body workshop where we get the bumper and the lip. So
really appreciate you trusting us and coming all the way up here. It was
of course
a pleasure to have you.
So far so good. I appreciate you guys helping me out as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So you guys will see more of Ivan soon, and let's get on the road. Ah yeah. Ah yeah. Ah yeah. Like I promised, it's the next day, and we're in the Legacy. I got a package I got to drop off at the post office, and also get a special package that's waiting for me at the P.O. box from someone that I actually just got a few days ago. I requested from a few days ago. I put an Instagram story asking for something. One of you guys had it. I'll put your name here on the screen and send it to me. So I'm going to go inside, grab from the P.O. box real quick, and it just came in clutch as we're leaving to go to the body shop to then go to Austin to go to WECFest. So if what's in there fits in here, it's going to be a cool little add-on for the show. So let's head in real quick and then get to the body shop. Okay, the box is a little bit too big to open up right now, so I'm going to just get to the body shop and open it up there. The lip is ready.
Okay, how it's trimmed around the bumper.
Ooh.
I filled this in, and then this cap right here too.
Wow.
Trimmed down here. And I filled this in too. Look. So see how it sits flush now?
Yes, sir.
And it's a lot lower.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say what they don't know what hurt them. Wow, that looks so much bigger.
Some heavy duty brackets on the bottom.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you showed me you made those.
So it's not gonna go
It ain't going nowhere. Hell yeah. You guys haven't seen this yet. G-Speed or G-Square front lip for the Legacy. That was like really hard to find that I got from my Subi parts. Instagram saw it and whatnot. I never made a video about it, but the carbon fiber other lip broke on the road trip that you guys saw. And then we had the STI eBay one for the meantime. And then we found this one on from my Subi over in Russia. And we got this on the car now. And I'll put up some pictures here of what inspired me to want to get this lip of the old Subaru I found on through the forums that had this lip and the whole G-Square kit on it. And to give you a quick idea what it might look like on the Legacy. We came to Delira Designs out here south of Dallas to go ahead and take care of all of this and paint it and get it all fitting right and looking right and whatnot. Do you want to tell people really quick what's going on? What are you doing here, and where are we?
We're in Mansfield, Texas. This is my body shop. I did this lip. It wouldn't fit, so I covered up the edges. So I bring the fit flush. I trimmed here prior to the bumper being trimmed for the fitment of the intercooler piping and stuff. Now the color, House of Color makes this color. And I figured I'd just go to a paint store and be like, oh, I could just go pick it up, so I called this color and I said, hey, it's raspberry from House of Color or whatever.
Yeah.
And I get there and then the guy's like, oh, all the dry pros are, they're not available anymore. They don't make it anymore. So
Yeah.
it's like, this dude needs his stuff painted. So I talked to one of the reps, and he called somebody in Cali, and he says, "Hey, I can get the formula mixed up or whatever. Send it over, and they can mix it." So I was like, "Please, it's like something I need." So I'm there patiently waiting, and of course I take a second look at somewhere else with one of my close buddies, and he actually matched it pretty good. So it's really close. It may just need to be darkened just a little bit. I mean, it's a lot better than them not replying at all.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited. And obviously, thank you for going through and doing all that to get it ready for its first Texas show. We got to show up proper, looking correct, and obviously we can't do that with an eBay lip, so we got this little rare part, and it's now painted up and ready to go on the Legacy. Today we're going to get this finished up, throw on the Legacy, clean up the Legacy a bit, and then head on down to Austin today to go to the show. Tomorrow. We'll explain more of that, and we'll show some process of the bumper going on, and Jose over here doing his thing. You guys aren't going to know, but it's going to make us look this much lower as well. So, little secret. Wow. Wait, that looks so cool.
It looks nice, Rick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks complete. It looks almost like stockish, like not stock, but like I guess because I'm used to seeing like the black or the carbon fiber lip on here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
like
cool.
A fuller look.
Yeah, and like your cut going in and into lip, kind of covering up this crappier cut underneath there that we did rushily for SEMA.
Yeah.
Is nice to see, like, because this lip kind of hides that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, whenever I did the trimming here, this was coming up a little,
Yes.
so I had that open hole. So
Yeah.
I made this piece by hand, and then just pretty much made sure to attach it to the lip.
Okay.
And
Cool.
make sure.
That's so cool. This is also the old carbon fiber grill that we had. Now, these are from eBay. I won't lie. You guys asked me sometime where I get my carbon fiber grills. These are just carbon fiber grills from eBay or from China or whatever. But you guys can see this one's cracking a little bit down there. These holes have pretty much cracked through up here. So the grill kind of jumps now in the bumper a little bit. And we've had to double stick tape it. And it's just, this one's on its way out. It doesn't look the hottest because the hood's always open. So you always also see the top of the grill. So we picked up another one from eBay. Same one, just a new one. We're gonna put that in the bumper. This one still has the mesh in it. This one we took the mesh out. So we'll see if we like the mesh or no mesh, because we can always just take it out. What do you guys think? The only positive part to not having the mesh was I could take the air filter off on the turbo and slide it through the grill. But can't do that anymore, but it's fine. Out with the old eBay grill that's starting to break and chip and whatnot, and in with the new one. They're inexpensive enough to just go ahead and replace. So you guys know the Legacy has been on a bunch of road trips and gone all over and got rock chips, and we cleaned it with McGuire's, which is great throughout all those road trips, and before shoots and shows, I'll clean the car with McGuire's, and that's awesome, and it does an amazing job. However, over all that time between that, it eventually needs a detail, and you eventually need to get the car detailed, especially if you're bringing it to your first show in a new state that you now live in. Jose's gonna go over and detail the car and get it ready for the car show, make that paint look shiny like it was when we first got it done. Then eventually we'll come back and get some other parts painted here, like I wanted to redo the fender. Eventually in a few years down the line, I already have a kit I have in mind I want to do on this car. We'll probably have him repaint a different color. But for now, he's gonna be kind enough to go ahead and detail the car before we bring it to the show in Austin. So he's taking his time now. He's going to detail the car, and then I'll show you guys the before and after. So, inside the box, drum roll please. What's the crazy, super expensive thing in the box? STI floor mats. Nothing crazy, super expensive, but a set of used STI floor mats that this guy had lying around that he didn't need, that he got from somebody that he sold a car from or something like that. But I wanted STI floor mats for the Legacy because I don't even have floor mats in the Legacy. I had some like Amazon ones in there that just kept slip sliding around. They never really made technically STI floor mats for the Legacy, I think. Could be wrong. But someone in the forum said like an 08 to 11 fit. I'm not sure what these are off of, but I'm gonna see if they fit. I'm gonna clean them up obviously a little bit. I brought my Ryobi vacuum, clean them up a little bit and see if they fit, because it'd be cool to have STI floor mats in the car, because I think it just look cool, because they have the STI brand right there, so let's see. So you guys may not know in the video yet, but we are now also sponsored by Ryobi. We have a whole garage full of their tools. And I brought their vacuum with me to clean out the Legacy once we're at the show, or the night before the show, because the floor is a little bit dirty. But I'm gonna see if we can clean up some of this dirt off this STI carpet to see if we can get it in there just for now to see how it looks. It's part of their One Plus series that have like these batteries that can work with pretty much all of their new tools. It's super good. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if we can clean some of this off. Shout out Ryobi. So we might need something a little bit stronger than that, something to actually clean this carpet, like maybe even power washing this carpet. But off the bat, you guys can see a direct line down the middle of just vacuuming up some of the dirt from this versus the dirty part that it used to be. You guys can see that line down the middle right there. All right, I'm gonna keep at it. Detail still going strong over there. Inside, look, it kind of, sort of, maybe fits. I got it cleaned up a little bit with the vacuum. There's still a lot of hair and dirt. I have to wash it really. But for the sake of having like an STI floor mat in the car for now, the hook doesn't really line up. I might just cover up the hook, but with it hooked in, it might stop from sliding around. It doesn't look like it's gonna impede any of the pedals or anything like that, which is nice. It's a little bit darker than my carpet, which you guys can tell, but it is still an STI floor mat in the Legacy. So I'll try to clean it up a little bit more. I'll clean up the interior of the Legacy. Ooh, look at all this. I gotta suck those up. But yeah, STI floor mat. So about 35 horsepower, probably more.
Here we see the artist at work with his teeny tiny paintbrush. Is he compensating? We don't know.
Homie stopped by with his. Out back to say what's up. He's got the Hippo Sleek wing on there. Maybe that's a kit that we run on the Legacy at some point. The world may never know. He's got the Grinch sticking out. All right, ladies and germs, we're gonna show you this new front lip now. Out in the sunlight, car is all detailed up, looking gorgeous, thanks to Jose and Delira Customs. Let's check out this front lip. Look at it gleam in the sun. We got the G-Square logo back on there as well. Sorry, the Garrett Turbo's a little bit loud. You guys can't really hear anything over it. But look at that G-Square lip right there. Oh, wow, it sits so low. It sits so low. Oh, wow. It looks like it comes out and scoops and it's like scraping the ground. That's why I saw this online, how it kind of looks like it's reaching out more as the sun goes behind some clouds, but oh, that's a cool looking lip. Oh, sick. Wow, that looks so much lower in the front. We're cheating, but nobody needs to know that the lip is lower than the car, but that's about it. Let me know in a comment down below which front lip you guys like the best. Do you like the carbon fiber lip? Do you like the one we had on the road trip? Do you like the STI, like the rubbery one that we had, the poly lip that we had? Or do you like the paint match G-Square lip? Let me know what you guys like. I think this is more OG. This is kind of really cool and it's paint matched. I haven't seen a paint matched lip on this car yet. We had one wrapped a few years ago, but the paint match is cool. Whew. It's been a minute since this car's been like in any form of completion. So it's nice. It's really nice to see. All right, so obviously our next step is now to take this car and drive to Austin, Texas for WECFest, Texas this weekend. Also, huge shout out to not only Delira Customs here, huge shout out to Ivan's Performance, and huge shout out to our R&P, the polishing on the wheels. 3 different shops I've worked with so far in Dallas that I've never met before, and they've all came through and killed the Legacy last minute for me for this car show. So big shout out to them. Let's get on the road, let's get our way to Austin, Texas, and let's show off the Legacy to you guys in Texas here for the first time.